I don't know what's going on in this reading, but this looks good. This looks like a very, very strong connection where there's a lot of fulfillment and going into a new chapter and moving, making some milestones. A lot of alignment, a lot of progress, a lot of fast moving, a lot of good news coming through. Let's see what this is about. This is really interesting. And we'll clarify the cards. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, you can go ahead and click in the description box below. And where it says book a reading, ooh, the tower isn't the challenge. And click that and you can make an appointment with me. I did open up March, okay? This person is viewing you or thinking about you, and they're the high priestess. Maybe they see that you're silent. Yeah, but their actions towards you is like fighting. Like they want to fight. There's a lot of sadness coming here, Pisces. This is so interesting because I have this connection, the closing out the cycle and going towards something new with the Eight of Wands. Like something's not stopping you. I want to see what is happening here. Perseverance. Oh, there's the Sun. This could have been a marriage. Very big tower moment. Lots of betrayal. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And we have the Hangman. I want to get into clarifications like right away. Oopsies, I forgot to shuffle these. Let me see this. You know what? Does somebody want to reconcile? Is somebody wanting to like make something work? There's a very strong connection here, but a cycle is closing, and it looks like you're moving forward and having a lot of milestones. There also is good news coming in. This person looks at you as silent or maybe secretive. Yeah, you're the Nine of Coins. You're coming in single. Ooh, yeah. Okay. There may be like something here about money. Maybe somebody's not committal here too, but there is a sense of you being self-made. We do have the King of Wands energy, very selfish energy here, who may be giving you mixed signals about an opportunity. When it comes to commitment, there is a lot of uncertainty when it comes to this marriage or what this person is doing. It's a lot of uncertainty, but I feel you already released it because you're at the Nine of Coins. I don't feel like this okay, so what I feel is that this person, yeah, you're not wanting to fight anymore. Okay, so what I feel is that this person had very high expectations, but they couldn't even accomplish their own expectations for themselves. It feels like they loved the way that that you responded to the King of Wands energy. So maybe this cold, like, I don't need you anyways, I'm better than you type of energy is coming through. But it's not working. It actually made you very sad and disconnect where you're single. So I don't know what they're doing because it's not working. I feel like you guys really tried to persevere a lot. And this person here with the Devil here in the reverse, they may think that you're dating somebody else or with somebody else. And now they're feeling left out in the cold because you're not, and heartbroken because you're not giving in like you used to. Pisces, is this a new person? Maybe they think that you started a new, you're with a new person, or you're developing really strong connections and you're closing out chapters and moving forward now. Maybe they're not used to this type of behavior of you kind of being still, being silent, and maybe being excited about life, to the point where they're feeling left out in the cold and now they feel like this is a challenge, or there may be some competition, but they are feeling really lonely and empty. There may be a message coming through in some way because somebody's still stuck on you and stuck on the past, slowly but surely wanting to come towards you. Yeah, but due to their reckless behavior, I feel like you're needing to protect yourself because somebody here was being a little bit too selfish, impulsive, and being reckless and not caring about the consequences. So where they cause a lot of pain, and now the Sun is here to tell you, like, hey, you're at the Ten of Swords. You are about to get so much abundance. By you surrendering or putting a pause to something, I feel like you're pretty much over on how this person treats you and how much you have to put up. But the connection was so strong, so I feel like sometimes, you know, there's a little bit of, especially if you were married or engaged or with this person a long time, there's still that feeling of like, what if? What if it was me? What if I could have done this? But just by you getting back on your feet and trying to recover from the situation and being abundant on your own, I feel like this energy is just like very jealous of that. I feel like this person is jealous of you because you were not, they're used to you seeing you a certain way. And now you're just like, I'm sad, but I'm recovering. I may have to do this on my own, but I'm abundant. And with that Ten of Swords, this is telling me that this was a very, very big, huge betrayal. Something where you had to become resilient from. Something that brought you to rock bottom, where you had to surrender and really take risks to the point where you are today. The challenge is the tower. The challenge is that somebody is a tower in your life, and you are being divinely guided, but also this was a divine intervention because of how you were treated. And so sometimes, like, if we don't see what's really happening, if we don't see what's going on, the divine will go and show us the truth. And it will be a huge wake-up call, right? So just by this Knight of Wands, this is super selfish, just super greedy energy, somebody who just thinks they're all that, but in reality, they're the ones who, like, regret everything because they are not being aligned, they are not being pure, they're not being honest, they're lying to other people, and they can try and fool the world as much as they want, but they have a really bad relationship with themselves, which is going to continue a pattern if they don't look in the mirror and actually look at themselves. I feel like it's too late for this person because of how the jealousy, the anger, the triggers, the excuses, this wanting to be superior, their unhealed wounds, traumas is what is keeping them stuck because they're not doing the inner work. If they just continue to blame everybody else and continue to, be this type of person, right? And like, you're the problem, you're the problem, you're the problem. This is not my fault. I did this, and this. Well, I'm sorry, if they're not appreciating how other people, then this is like what people do for them too. And to show gratitude and appreciation, they're going to stay this way for a very long time. And a lot of people are going to see through that because a lot of people are awakening and people are very educated on these type of energies. Okay, so I love how you're coming up as the Nine of Pentacles. Like, really good. There may be a message here, though. Okay, I do see something because somebody's now feeling out in the cold. They're kind of like, why are you silent? Why are you doing this? This makes no sense. Why can't I have control over you anymore? None of my tactics are working. None of my games are working. And now I'm heartbroken. I want to message you. But it's like, no, I don't. I gotta be selfish with my energy now. Like, that's you. Like, I gotta be selfish with my energy. I gotta save my money. I gotta go and do my thing. I gotta build my life, my home, with my family. However, you're no longer wanting to put yourself last, or the people you love last anymore. And so this person seems like they're getting a big wake-up call just by how strong you're standing, and a chapter is freaking closing very successfully, and I even see a strong connection coming in too. Very interesting. I can't listen to your voice. It affects my soul. I'm seeing someone, but I'm not ready for you to know about them yet. There are feelings of anger inside me that I need to release before I explode. You know what? This person, whoever they're seeing and not wanting you to see, that for some of you guys, again, to take what resonates, this is a collective reading. They are straight. This person still has not seen this side of them. Or they have, but they are a victim to it. From what I'm seeing is that you still affect this person and trigger them. That's why they feel so left out in the cold. With this new person or this other people that they're dealing with has nothing to do with you. All you're going to do is go up, 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 and up as independence, while this person continues to try to fool other people and try to make, but just hear me out 1 second. Once that person gets wisdom, whoever's with this person, they're going to see and they're going to say similar things that you said in the connection, which is going to trigger this King of Wands in reverse. Will this person be too emotionally involved, be too stuck to defend themselves, or will they get stuck in the trap with their behavior and their back and forth energy, right? That's for the ones you feel is maybe this person's connecting with. So that's why I always say, like, it may feel like a loss because of all the trauma that you experience with somebody who's emotionally abusive or emotionally out of line. that you start questioning your own reality, right? You start saying, like, maybe I am at fault. Maybe it is me, this and this and this, which is harder and harder to leave the person. But I'm telling you, what's going to trigger this person is somebody saying familiar things about their behavior that you said. Or everybody says about them, but they don't want to listen. Like, that's what usually happens. Alright, let's see. Long distance, I'm so sorry. And I have sexual fantasies about you, and can we start over? I'm telling you, there's something here about this person. For some of you, this person's feeling left out in the cold and maybe taking some action or curious to see, hey, with that message card, what are you doing? Hey, what's up? I'm busy with work right now and it requires my attention. This isn't about you. I'm working through a personal issue. Yeah, it's never about you. It was never about you. I just want to have fun with you. My life is falling apart and I'm struggling. Yep. So, some people are like get on this high and like, oh, the grass is greener and blah, blah, blah. Or like they get on this high of like when they get money. And they're like, oh, I have money. And they're so ridiculous because they spend it all, right? Or they mess up other connections. These energies are on their own journey, and sometimes the journey takes a very long time. From a lot of my Pisces, what I'm seeing here is that you are really saved yourself, and you know that. And this is probably very hard for a lot of you guys, and you're still trying to figure out. But that's okay. Give yourself grace because you dealt with somebody pretty bad. Pretty bad. Let's get some angel messages for you. Get off the couch, Pisces. Get moving. You affect a bigger picture. Ooh, that's beautiful. Collective manifestation. You affect a bigger picture. Restore harmony. Don't be a victim. Don't be a victim and dare to dream. Turn that pain into power. We are not like these narcissists who want to be the victim all the time, who wants to do this. We are like, there are some people that are real victims, right? You're a real victim. But to have that mentality is going to kind of play a role in our lives on, are we going to stay stuck or are we going to own our power now? Yes, we were a victim of this, but we can change this to, we're going to own it, we feel it, we know it, but are we going to allow it to control us? Are we still going to give this person that power on what they did? Are you going to create your own power? And that's what I feel that is. Okay? Because being we know you're the victim, but operating in that way can keep us stuck. So a victim is also a survivor. And that turns into power and resilience. And that is you, Pisces. Okay? That is you. You are power. Spirit's saying soar and focus. You're being asked to stop dimming your own light, period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear one. You're being asked to shift your focus away from what isn't working and towards what is. Paying extra attention to where you place your focus is the first step towards creating an amazing life. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this.